Welcome back, everyone, to this week's Whatever Wednesday, the show where I give you little updates on the channel and recommend some music. Yes, it is Wednesday. We have made it halfway through another work week, and what are we washing it down with tonight? Boojum. I don't think you can see that. Boojum. Reward. American Pale Ale. But as always, remember, just one. It is a school night. Yeah. Alright, so this one's going to be quick and painless. I don't have too much going on. Channel update. For today, really only one thing happening. Last week, I told you I got this looper pedal that I was super excited to try out. Lo and behold, I started shooting the video of me going to try it out for the first time, and I can't get any signal through my pedal chain to my amp once this is plugged in. So you might be thinking, oh, you just hooked some stuff up wrong. No, including this, there's only 4 pedals in that whole chain, so there's not a whole lot of complicated mess to screw things up. So I'm assuming one of my cables is bad. Or just doesn't agree with this particular pedal, because I could plug in, if I unplug everything and just plug the guitar straight into this, straight into the amp, I get a signal. I haven't tried it to use it yet that way, but I at least get audio coming out of the speakers here. So the plan, I guess, is either to just try and make some clean loops, maybe do some acoustic loops, because I know that's a pretty popular thing to do with these kind of pedals, or just go get another guitar cable. In which case, payday's Friday, so we're waiting for that. I really wanted to have that video out by Monday, but we'll see what happens. If not, I'm going to try my best to have a short tune ready to go for Monday, just so I don't have to go 2 Mondays without posting. Yeah, other than that, that's about what I've been working on. That was going to be my primary focus until I couldn't get it to work. So I have the intro to that video already shot and done. It's just the actual part where I'm playing guitar that I couldn't get going. We'll deal with that when we get to it. Right, next up, just a handful of music suggestions. I wanted to say real quick, for the record, this portion of these Wednesday videos, the music recommendations, not necessarily always going to be new music. Typically, it's just going to be music that's new to me. Sometimes it'll work out that it is new. Mostly, I will depend on Apple Music, because every Friday they update that new music playlist with stuff that it thinks you're going to like, and out of that playlist of maybe like 20 songs, maybe 2 or 3 of them I actually dig. So I kind of made up my own playlist over the last few months, actually, picking out songs that I dig every Friday. So there's actually kind of a backlog that I want to go through and recommend. The problem is that every so often, especially lately, I've been using the sort of lo-fi beats playlists to kind of use as background noise for work or to help sleep. And so Apple Music has assumed that that's all I like to listen to. So the last couple Fridays, every single song on that new music playlist has been solely just some lo-fi beats thing. And they're nice, but I don't know really what to say about them or to recommend them to you. So I got to kind of listen to some other music to, get more useful recommendations from them that I could then suggest to y'all. I'm thinking I'm going to start going through the backlog of ones that I've already saved. Because really they're not that old, and they're pretty good, so I'm going to be going through that. But before then, today, I have 3 new songs I'm recommending, 2 of which I actually got off of a newsletter that a friend of mine runs. I'm going to put a link in the description below to his newsletter. It's pretty neat. It's worth subscribing to. It doesn't cost you anything. Cool pictures, interesting things, and then there's always some new music and some old music that he recommends, and 2 of the 3 that I'm going to recommend to you today came off of his newsletter. So if you dig these, go ahead and check him out, because there's a good chance in the future I will also be referring to his picks in music for my picks in music if I happen to dig them as well. So again, link in the description. Go check him out. Subscribe to his newsletter, please do. That all being said, the first song is not from him, but was actually an Apple Music suggestion. New single from King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, O.N.E, or O.N.E. This one probably should have been on last week's episode, but I only just learned about it. So it's a good tune. If you like King Gizzard, I don't know if I should tell you to be excited about a new album coming soon or coming later. I don't know. If you know this band, something's always happening. Something's always in the works. You're never too far away from a new release. And this one has very flying microtonal banana vibes to it. If you know what that means, then you're going to enjoy it. If you don't know what that means, this song is going to sound very weird to you, but I promise, give it a few spins, let your palate get kind of used to it. You're going to enjoy it. It's a solid tune. It's King Gizzard doing what they do. I'm excited to see what this sounds like in the context of the rest of the album that's coming, that I assume is coming. Secondly, and first recommendation from my friend's newsletter is a band called Beach Bunny. Some of you may have heard of them. Really, when my buddy featured them in his newsletter, he really described it perfectly, where he said it sounds like 20 years ago to me. It sure does. If you would just like some girl rock, some No Doubt from back in the 90s, I believe you'll like Beach Bunny. The single here linked is Love Sick. Go ahead, give it a shot. Last but most certainly not least, Saint Disruption with the song Choke-A-Man, which does not sound it's not as kinky as you might think. In fact, this is a pretty powerful song, very, very soul blues type of deal, born out of the sort of turmoil, the racial turmoil that came due to the George Floyd protests and riots. Whatever your politics are about that, you can go ahead and leave that at the door. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the music. A man who feels pain, who feels oppression and anguish, and translates that into art. And that is what he's done here with a beautiful song, Choke-A-Man. Absolutely recommend, especially if you're a fan of blues and you sort of miss the old style of really potent and soulful blues. Yeah, truly a beautiful song, truly an artist to watch. And that wraps it up for me. Like I said, quick Wednesday, not a lot. Next week, I'll probably have a few more songs to recommend. Like I said, I'm going to go into that backlog of Apple Music suggestions and just start kind of ticking off ones that I've collected over the last few months. Just because YouTube likes me to, I will implore you, like, subscribe, comment, whatever you want to do. Tell me about songs you think I should check out, bands you want me to look into. I'll be happy to give them a look and a listen, and maybe feature them on the show one of these Wednesdays. I'm hoping to have something posted on Monday. If not the Looper demo, then at the very least have a short tune ready for you to go. I have ones that are ready to be recorded. I just have to record them, so we'll see if I can get that done by Monday. Either way, I'll see you next week. Cheers.